Namaste, Jai Bharat. Turkey makes an unnecessary and unwanted and irresponsible statement that about the matters of Kashmir. It was unnecessary, it was unwanted, unwarranted, and irresponsible, and then for which the our external affairs ministers must have told them that you just look after yourself and mind your own business. Don't interfere with the matters concerning Bharat, the internal matters concerning Bharat. Now, why Turkey and then some other countries also like Azerbaijan, these they have these their opinions about Kashmir. They have their opinions about Kashmir. Now, let's look at this phenomenon. What makes something like that? So, on the one hand, all these nations, whether it is Azerbaijan or Turkey or some such nations, they were historically having relations with Bharat, historic connections, cultural connections, and lots of give and take. They say relations, history of relations with these people. Now, over and above, what makes these people to make such statement is, on the one hand, it's the insistence of Pakistan. That's maybe the immediate cause or instrumental cause. But otherwise, the whole thing is because of the concept of a kind of Islamic being oneness, which is not the case. Islam is not one as they project. Turkey may want to be Islamic autochthon because they believe in caliphate possibly, which is no longer the case. It's gone. It's gone with the wind. So they might be thinking of the crown of Islamic world, which of course there are so many crowns coming up, not these people. But if they're so concerned about Islam, then why don't they address a little more serious problem of Islam? Why don't they address the Uyghur Muslims problem in China? And what are the Uyghur Muslims face? I don't want to say. It's there for you, in front of you. If you are so concerned about the Islamic world, or if you are so concerned about Islam being one, why don't you speak of the Uyghur Muslims? Why do you speak of the Muslims in Kashmir? And the Muslims in Kashmir in Bharat, they are comfortable. And look, they are not originally Muslims. They were all Hindus once upon a time. That goes to you also, Turkey also, Azerbaijan also, others also, many others also. But there's historical relations. Just because they have changed their religion under whatever circumstances, I don't know, but then most likely under coercion, pressure, they don't belong to you. They belong to Bharat. Same problem with Pakistan is they don't belong to you. They belong to Bharat, but then they don't accept it. They refuse it. They refuse Bharatiya Sanskriti. Now look at the situation of Pakistan. They are neither Muslims in the archetypical sense, nor Indians in the archetypical sense. Because by becoming Muslims and making themselves into a separate nation, through their two nation theories of many wise men, these people have voluntarily discarded the Bharatiya culture, Bharatiya Sanskriti. They became alienated from Bharatiya culture, Bharatiya Sanskriti, without a Sanskriti. Now they are now without a Sanskriti and without a history. They think Islam can substitute everything, where they are wrong completely. They haven't learned it so far, and when they learn it, they'll redeem themselves. That's the point. Now, the Turkish people, they have ancient relations with Bharat. They should think about their relations with Bharat, that being pan-Islamism. They call it as Muslim, if I'm not wrong, pan-Islamism. Now look what happens to such pan-Islamic attitude as on today. Now, look at the case of the world. Europe had welcomed many refugees from Islamic nations for various reasons. Now, if you see the changes in Europe, there's a systematic attempt by the entire world, not just Europe, by the entire world, to isolate Islam, Muslims, and oust them. Now they come to the point of realizing that they're cleaning their nations. Why? Is because this is what has been demonstrated by the migrants. No one has created any thoughts to impose upon people. It's a repercussion of what people have been doing in other lands. People go to other lands, what they had been doing. It's there in front of you. Don't close your eyes. Just open your eyes and watch. This is an after result. You asked for it. And when this situation goes on, this is the nature of the world these days, and suddenly why you want to become built the cat? Why you want to build the cat? Not build the cat, why do you want to build the cat? You don't take authority of Islam because there is nothing like that. The erstwhile caliphate is gone. This I'm telling Turkey. The erstwhile caliphate is gone, which now is not possible. You can't get it back. Please remember your ties with us for a long time. Go in that path, it will be fine. Otherwise, if you think that you would stand for the Islamic Ummah, whatever pan-Islamic kinds of thought, then you begin with China. If you're successful there, then you'll be successful everywhere. Begin with China. That if you can't do it, why you want to force your nose in our matters? Kashmir is our, whatever they are, basically Indians. Kashmir is Kashyapa Desha. It's a place of Maharshi Kashyapa. Look at the history. Just because somebody comes and converts somebody, their culture doesn't change. And if their culture doesn't change, they don't belong to you, they belong to us. For us, faith, grace, and might, we don't give primacy to faith. I've already told you some time back. We don't give primacy to faith, we give primacy to nationalism. And our sense and our understanding of culture, our understanding of Sanskriti, our own Sanskriti, we give primacy to such things, not a faith system. If you give it primacy to faith system, you are doing a mistake. Because faith system doesn't carry Sanskriti, it doesn't carry culture. Culture belongs to the land. Turkey can't become Pakistani, and Pakistani can't become Turkey. You have one faith, that doesn't mean that you can be one people. Had that been the case, Pakistan would not have been having in fights today. The Pathans wouldn't be fighting with the Punjabi Muslims, and many other such things. Differences, Baluchis wouldn't be asking for freedom if that had been the case. But it's not the case. You can fantasize, but that's not the case. Your fantasy is not going to take you anywhere near reality. Please correct yourself. Turkey and Azerbaijan and such nations, correct yourselves for your own good. Otherwise, we don't lose anything. We don't lose anything. You stand to lose. We shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.